Hello and welcome to Vermintide. So this is a Left 4 Dead style game set in the universe of Warhammer Fantasy. Actually, I should check that quick. Oh, that was the same.
The warning must be given to the Magnus Tower.
Careless haste buys us nothing but a quick death.
Gather your courage, my friends.
It has a lot of the same things as Left 4 Dead, as you can see at the bottom, the inventory system. It has unique enemies that spawn after a certain audio cue, but it also differs by having different characters or different classes, and there is an inventory, well, not really an inventory, but a item reward system.
Headshots there. Looks like a guardhouse. What are they, sleeping?
And it also, along with the reward system, it has the bonus of you can find loot dice that give you additional chances to get gear.
Good shot for a lumberfoot.
Dead. Sound the horn,
Die, creature.
And the setting, more specifically than just, it's in the Warhammer Fantasy universe, it's set during the end times, which is, it's the equivalent of the apocalypse for this game, because this is when Games Workshop decided to essentially end the franchise and reboot it as Age of Sigmar, which I've yet to meet a fan of Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k who's enjoyed this option to reboot. And this is set in the Empire, which is thematically like a Germanic kind of empire. Oh. Got a runner, which functions as a hunter from Left 4 Dead, but it's set in essentially a civilization based off Germanic Europe. There's a good number of races and subgroups for humans, like there's Kislev, which is Russian, Ukrainian, essentially Slavic. There's Nippon, which is Japan, Bretonia, which is England and medieval France. Then it's got this whole... The Warhammer Fantasy universe has, your typical orcs, dwarves, undead. They'll have human pirates, lizard men, the Skaven, which as you can tell are murderous Ratmen. And while I'm not really showing it very well, you can block. So it has essentially the staple works of any melee fighting game. I'm just incredibly lazy and don't bother blocking things if I have to. I'd rather just take the hit and swing through it.
Perhaps in his past time our realm stood as one with the humans.
Will not see such a day.
You're a
We
gutter
cultivate distrust as a farmer.
Oh, there's elves. I
cultivates
don't know if I mentioned them.
Sight.
That's not good.
Steady, Jory. Assassin inside.
Glorious shot.
Ratling Gunner,
Yes, he sure did.
who is one of the Skaven, but he has
Still about.
a warp stone fueled machine gun, which warp stone is essentially like a magical,
So many shots.
a magically irradiated rock.
Those feeble attacks do nothing. Did you learn that in the army?
Ah, crap, rat ogre. They function as, they're like the tank from Left 4 Dead. Leave me be.
Take some killing, that will.
I'm out. The abomination falls.
Oh yeah, he killed it, even though I
Cousin Ockery,
emptied
but
like
it's a start.
56 shots into it.
Too quiet. Normally, these streets are thick with thieves.
Nowhere around here.
And the map's pretty big, because I can go that way, or I can just dip this way.
The moon bodes
Yeah,
ill
we'll
for
go.
us all.
It's just Morsley.
We'll go this way.
Comes and goes with the season.
It's more than that. Can you not see that it's Elijah this night?
You know, I think the elf's right.
Of course I'm right.
I love how they point out that the moon is bigger, but not the fact that when you look at it and at the intro cinematic, it's clearly
Got a strangler.
got a, it's got like a skull pattern on it. I don't need bombs.
Ammunition, should you have a care.
Can't do any cool shots if I miss every time.
The false moon gives them courage.
We must get past that
Yeah, we
gate.
can never get a good shot of that moon.
Get ready. The pack is coming.
Oh, and you can also dodge.
Ah, well, it's not like the game kept the ratty out in the first place, is it?
Judgment is served. If not by my hand.
Ah, I knew it was gonna explode. I'd clipped it.
Grimdius, beards, a tide of them.
Yeah, I could play this online with other people, but I just have really bad luck when it comes to Left 4 Dead style games and online multiplayer. Because I get stuck with the people who lack really any skill, it seems. Like, you could play... Like, I've had Left 4 Dead, played it online, and had people who couldn't beat the game on normal, where every zombie can be one shot, and all you have to do is just look around and not die. Yet I got stuck with people who just couldn't, I guess, figure that part out. So I'll admit I've been turned off to the idea of playing this online with people. Plus, other players end up being really greedy.
Potion. Here.
Like, they'll have green health like all the bots, but they'll still grab a medical kit or healing potion and just use it anyways.
Coming pack. Watch your backs, gutter runners.
Oh, poison wind globadier.
One less stinking gas rat.
They throw poison gas.
A toast to the Emperor. Let me heal up.
Doubt nothing. We will prevail.
What's the hint of finesse in that kill?
I need to rally.
Yeah, and like the hint says, for Storm Vermin you have to use armor-piercing attacks, which I sometimes fail to do. So there's a fair amount of depth to it. It's not just run in, spam R2 and see what happens. And I really wanted to start playing this again since Total War Warhammer 2 announced the Skaven as well as the playable races, and the Skaven are probably my second favorite race, behind the Tomb Kings. Oh, sweet. Loot die.
Some lumber fits
I'll take that
through.
strength potion back.
For desperate times only.
Fresh breed. Gotcha. Hail Skaven blood.
Oh.
Yes!
Every time I try to do a nice lunge attack like that, I end up
Stop
missing.
that dwarf, or he'll quaff the dead.
Hey! Second loot die! Yeah, and the dwarf, I keep thinking he's a Skaven. Even though he's shorter than the Skaven. Oh my god. Pick or choose for the damn door. And there's a patrol somewhere. Let's see. Oh crap. This is a pack master. And the AI is gonna just, like, forget about me.
The trick is to duck at the last moment.
Or to be so far back that the stranglers leave you alone.
So desperate.
Give me a moment. Just a moment.
Boom! This wound. You should be dead,
Thank you, elf.
Oh wow, I didn't even have to heal myself.
They haven't gone far.
Yeah, there's the loot die, and then there's also these tomes you can pick up,
I can smell them.
which all boost your rewards.
Roof running again.
And yeah, if you couldn't tell that the Empire's Germanically themed off their rather warped architecture, there's also the fact that they have the naming features of, like, Platz and Strasse, which is place and street. Which admittedly, if you start really looking at Warhammer Fantasy, all the human civilizations are extremely generic. And on one hand, it's not bad, because, you know, they're generic, but they work. But at the same time, it feels like they didn't try too hard. Like, there's, essentially Norse Viking kind of guys, called the Norska.
I was in Tylea once. This was
There's Mongols called the Mung, M-U-N-G.
You can't blame
So,
yourself. How are you to know that this was
they didn't
one reptilian tale you
stray
shouldn't
too
believe?
far from the source material, essentially.
Again. The Ratmen will pay for this.
Don't mind me, gentlemen, I'm just here to blow the giant horn.
Come, let's go up.
Admittedly, it also doesn't help, it's really hard to gauge range on weapons. So, like, I feel I have to get just halfway inside someone before I'm hitting them. Like with my lunge, I can pretty much never ballpark it just right. Got that guy in the throat. So I end up screwing up so often. I also noticed I have black blood. Which I really don't understand why they would give them black blood. Or maybe it's just the lighting makes it difficult.
That's right.
Where is the Globadier? Ah, there. Can't see. Which is not good.
Healing draft over here.
There's a Globadier nearby.
Whatever, we'll just drop down, find him, and beat him to death like everybody else. Unless they kill him. Alright.
Ah, a stash of explosive devices.
Admittedly, this part's a little odd. One, because look at the size of this horn. Below in here, loops all the way around, goes under, goes into this, expands even further. Why is this building all destroyed? You think this would be built up to house this giant ass horn. And then there's just a little chair. And this is a bit odd. It survived Skaven Onslaught. Why though? Like, we blew the horn, and it's not like the Skaven can just, like, run up and negate the horn. You're like, sorry guys, that was an accidental, horn discharge. What's a human name? I don't know, Teddy? Yeah, Teddy blew into the horn and wasn't supposed to.
Potions!
Ah, I remembered another human race for Warhammer Fantasy. Araby. Which is essentially, like, the Arab nations and themed after the Middle East. And the continent they're on looks surprisingly like Africa. And they're in the northern part, that's all desert. Which is also where the Tomb Kings reside, which the Tomb Kings are essentially just pharaohs and Egyptian skeletons. So like I had said, creativity was not super high. Is there a Globadier somewhere?
Goddess. It means to kill us as it dies.
Oh.
Rattling gunner knows I'm the biggest threat.
And a Rattling Gunner? Yeah, he totally killed the Packmaster that I shot in the head. Keep telling yourself that. What's funny is in third person, when this guy shoots, he throws the pistol away. Except if I hold L2 and do this, then I just start rapid firing from what would be empty pistols.
You proved your worth this day, assault fire.
You make me proud, Grimsby. The tide comes and finds me ready.
And this is the dangerous spot to be with Skaven dropping in, but I don't really care. Admittedly, I'm a little annoyed because this is my third attempt at recording this. First attempt, I ended up screwing up the recording. Second attempt, I screwed up the audio. So I had to club my way through this multiple times today. Which normally I'm cool with, but if I'm doing a game like this, I want to progress instead of just do the same mission a million times.
What do you wait for? Blessings? Come on!
A few seconds is all I need.
Yeah, and you can see why I'd be annoyed by people who would grab the medical items and use them when they have, like, green health. Because just like Left 4 Dead, it restores only, like, 80%. So you can never really hit 100 again. Wait, this is safe.
So desperate to end its life.
And the most interesting escape option
Let's go. She's here.
everybody pile in, crank our nice convenient door, and we're done. So let's see what loot we get. Hopefully better than the previous times. Oh yeah, and there's also character leveling. I completely forgot about that. Hoping for that green set of dual pistols. Ah, crap. Actually, sweet. Perfect. What do they do? Wow. Upon killing an enemy, there's a 10 to 24% chance to replenish ammo for your weapon. That's really good, actually. Well, that's all for today. If you like this episode, please make sure to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one.